and it was like about 105 degrees, terribly hot. And I found that these immense bumblebees, you know, those big black ones with the legs that kind of hang down there as they buzz around, they seem to be very attracted to lamp oil. So the second day I was there, I'm filling lamps full of oil, and these swarms of I never knew they actually could come in such great numbers. There usually seem to be kind of solitary bumblebees, and there would be like 20 or 30 of them hovering. And the greatest act of faith was to just keep pouring. Just hoping not to get stung. I don't even know if they can sting. Maybe they can, I don't know. I got to confront my conditioning. The only way to do it actually without going crazy was just to let go. So this really looking deeply inside, you know, does one actually even want to be unconditioned? Unconditioned, of course, from that conditioning which is divisive. Not the natural conditioning. There's much about you that's a very natural conditioning. It makes your body look unique and different from the other bodies around you. It gives you your particular personality. You have certain preferences, and this is totally natural. This doesn't divide anything. This is part of the uniqueness of oneness. All of the rest, all that conditioning that causes divisiveness, does one actually want to let it go? Before you even try to let it go, do you actually want to let it go? I find that a lot of people I talk to, they want to let go of this, they're trying to let go, and do you actually even want to? Do you actually want to let it go? Do you actually want to be without a belief? Do you actually want to? And then they start to go, oh, I'm not, I don't know. Well, so-and-so really deserves to be thought of as a real terrible character. Do you really want to let that go? I don't know. I'm not so sure now. Or, I have all these ways that the world could improve. Does anybody have those ways that you're very sure the world could actually improve? Right? Do you want to be without them? Do you see what I mean? Maybe it sounds good, and then you go, do I really want to be without that? Is that actually what I want? Do I actually want to be that free? And do I want to let the world be that free of you? See? Because that's our gift to humanity, so humanity gets to be free of us. Right? Isn't that the greatest gift we can give anybody? Yeah. Whether it's your friend or your lover or the world, you're free of my demands. I no longer make demands on it. It's free of me. We always get, the little me gets it turned around. The little me's like, I want to be free of all of them. I want to be free of the world. Well, the world may want to be free of you. You see what I don't mean physically. I mean all those opinions and judgments and everything that just adds to divisiveness in yourself and in the world. You see what I mean? Because don't we tend to, until we wake up, really wake up, don't we actually believe that the world needs us? Don't we actually believe that it actually needs our opinions? That people actually need to listen to what I think will make you better or the world better? Or don't we actually think that this is very necessary? I mean, we don't think this stuff, but we tend to act that way. You know? And what a wonderful shock, an absolutely wonderful shock, when we really wake up to our true nature and we realize not only does the world not need our conditioned self, we don't even need our conditioned self. Just this tremendous burden that humanity carries with it. Because the ego gets sort of concerned. Yes. The ego is most concerned about the very freedom it seeks. It's the funny thing, right? When the ego thinks, well, just let go of myself and all the ways that I can improve everybody else and the world and myself, and just, you mean just jettison it all and just forget about it and have it over with? The ego's like, I'm not so sure that's a good idea. Egos want to be free, but they want to keep all of their accumulated garbage and be free at the same time. Want to be a very free ego. Do you know? I have no idea what the world needs. I have no idea what anybody needs. I don't have any idea that anybody needs anything, or that the world needs anything. It seems to me that the world is drowning in humanity's ideas about what the world needs. And people are drowning each other with their ideas about what others need and what they themselves need. And they're just drowning and drowning and drowning and drowning and drowning and drowning and drowning. Has anybody in this room ever been in an argument? A few. One of those arguments where it's basically about your idea, as pretty much all arguments are. That's what an argument basically is, isn't it? My idea, and I'm defending my idea, and you're defending your idea, and we're clashing. You know? That's 99% of arguments. Ideas clashing. Have you ever had an argument and your ideas are clashing, and right in the middle of the argument you suddenly realize how ridiculous you are? Have you ever had that experience? It's shocking and wonderful and embarrassing and beautiful. 1 minute you're just rah, 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 and then nothing's solved, and then it just occurs to you, what am I doing? And you realize you don't even believe the position you're defending? You ever had that experience? Or you're afraid that you'll start believing, oh, that's worse, huh? Maybe you'll start to believe the other person's idea. Maybe you'll lose. God forbid. Well, that was pretty much my experience of awakening, was losing all of the arguments with everything. Just seeing how ridiculous they were. Even the good ones, the noble fights with others, with the world, and within oneself. Because that's the biggest battleground for most people, is within themselves and with themselves.